connect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Fiber, business or home, take a look at what we do.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
This summer, it's time to go outside and get some air. Explore a pirate ship. Or go horseback riding on the beach. And you can't forget about all the fun on the bay. South Padre Island has so much to do for the whole family. Book your summer getaway today. Visit SoPadre.com.
Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on Sunny Glen and the services we offer, please visit us at www.sunnyglen.org.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Fiber, this is our home. Take a look at what we do.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
This summer, it's time to go outside and get some air. Explore a pirate ship. Or go horseback riding on the beach. And you can't forget about all the fun on the bay. South Padre Island has so much to do for the whole family. Book your summer getaway today. Visit sopadre.com.
Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on Sunny Glen and the services we offer, please visit us at www.sunnyglen.org.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
What's up, everybody? Back for another episode of Chalk Talk with Coach Tino Villarreal, episode 4, season 3. Coach, good afternoon. It is week 3 of high school football, week 3 of football here on campus at Brownsville St. Joe. As always, Kevin Arrow alongside Coach Tino Villarreal, head coach and athletic director here at St. Joe. So we are onward and upward, Coach. We're already in week 3 in the high school football season. Right now, the Bloodhounds currently 0-2 off the heels of a loss here against Brownsville Veterans. Coach, starting with the Veterans game and just recapping it briefly here is let's start with the off the field stuff and just the parents' night and the environment that was here Friday night. I thought yourself, the city, everyone involved, BISD did a good job on helping getting that game going.
Yeah, I mean, huge shout out to BISD. They came in and brought, I think, 260 chairs for veterans, the dance team, and the band, which allows fans to sit in the bleachers because we don't have the biggest facility to accommodate big 6As. And then the city of Brownsville, right, with the portable bleachers that were brought in, it added an additional 500 seats to Canales. So, I think that doing that, it was definitely a sellout crowd. I thought we did a good job with parking. Obviously, there's always going to be issues when you go to any venue where there's a lot of people. You're always going to have to walk. But I didn't hear of too many issues of people double parked or people just upset that they were being towed. So it was just a great environment. And parents' night was also just electric. It was great. Always up to go and represent, take that picture with mom and dad, a picture that is going to last a lifetime. But everything off the field, I mean, it was great. I thought the environment was fantastic. A little bit that, you get focused in the game. But, I remember at halftime just walking out and thinking, wow, I can't believe we pulled this off.
Yes.
For a small school, we pulled it off. Things seemed to be working well. And it was just an overall, what I promised was a playoff environment. I thought it was mimic that even in only week 2. I thought that it was a playoff feel environment in Canales Field.
Absolutely, and I know the city embraced it. I'm sure you got some feedback too. Folks in the city came out to watch the game and just different coaches and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it was, again, a standing room only.
Yeah.
So it was great.
For sure, absolutely. On the field, Coach, St. Joe, 56-31, the final. I thought that opening drive, I thought it looked excellent, in the offense, and I thought this might have become a track race, and Veterans really came back in 2 plays on their first drive, scored. I believe they went up in 21-7, kind of in a blink. What was it just a matter of maybe the sale just getting taken out from the kids with them coming back so quickly?
Well, it's a 6-minute drive, and it was a great opening drive. It ended up in a touchdown. And then it's tough, right, when you have 2-play score, come right back and just tie that baby back up. It made it a challenging game for us. It made it a challenging game. Obviously, a lot of things that I could have done better. I think that on hindsight's 20/20, right? But just looking back at it, maybe we should have pushed for a track meet. Maybe we should have gone fast tempo. Maybe we shouldn't have been taking our time in huddles. That's not who we are, and that was a recipe that we used the last couple of years to be in a game with a big 6A school. But looking back at it, obviously, like I said, if there's a couple of takeaways, things that I could have done differently, I think one of the biggest things I would have done would have been just to, go spread and empty us out a little bit and just go real fast tempo and see what we could do in that regard. But again, it was a tough game. Like I said, everything off the field was great. Everything on the field, not so much. We knew we were going to have to depend a lot on stopping Belmonte, something that we didn't do well. We knew that we were going to have to stop the run, which we didn't do well. We knew that we were going to have to be a little bit solid up front on the offensive line, which we didn't do well. So, we had our check marks that we knew we'd have to have just to have a good game against Vets, and we didn't check any of those boxes. And when that happens, you get a score like that that's out of control.
Gavin, did you feel he improved? No, 14 for 21 through the air, buck 79, 2 touchdowns. Through the air, I thought I mean, the
I think
numbers looked better.
through the air and his legs. I mean,
Hmm.
Gavin extended a lot of plays. He showed that he is one of the best quarterbacks out there in the RGV. We just have to do a better job at getting him some better rhythm, uh, allowing his supporting cast to help our offense move forward. But I couldn't be happier with Gavin. I mean, if there's only one play that we would take back, and it's that he was just trying to make a play in that interception.
Yeah.
But he's just fighting for.
Hmm.
Gavin's always been a fighter. Gavin's
Yep.
always trying to figure out ways to spark our offense, and luckily we came up with a fumble right
Hmm.
after that. Right,
Yep.
if not, it could have put the game at 28-7. At least it still gave us a little bit of life there in halftime because we did respond with a drive after that to kick the field goal
Hmm.
to make it 21-10, and then from there we just had a terrible third quarter.
Right. 179 yards on the ground from Gavin, 21 carries. Another guy who went over the century mark, or just under it, was Andre. I think he finished with 75, 80 yards on the ground. He's continuing to fill that role out of the backfield for the offense.
Yeah, and that's not 100% Andre, right?
Hmm.
And so just looking at Andre, I think he's, I think physically, from a standpoint, he's medically cleared, but from getting back in game playing shape and doing things like that, I mean, he's still at about 75, 80%. But he's playing with a lot of heart, and we're asking him to take every snap on defense and offense and carry
Hmm.
the football and block. And but he did well. Like I said, I thought we could have done a better job from an offensive line standpoint to give him a little bit more help. We're improving in that regard every week, so it's not like I'm harping on the
Yep.
O line. I just think that we're a young O line. We forget that we graduated 4 seniors from the O line. We only have one returning starter, and we always knew that that was going to be problematic early on for us. And it's shown, but we're improving every week, right? We're also banged up. We have some injuries that we're
Hmm.
trying to get over that injury bug hump. But ultimately, the end of the day, what I told the guys is that we play these games to put us in pressure situations to expose us early. Because as long as we hit the district on the up,
Yeah.
ultimately we're all playing here for a district championship, and we're all using these games, win or lose, as learning experiences and trials towards getting to eventually showing a good run in district and in the playoffs.
What were some positives that maybe stood out to you that we liked from the team in week 2?
Well, I mean, a couple of positives was we kicked a 34-yard field goal,
Hmm.
right? I think that's a big positive. Not too many teams can execute a field goal. We did it seamlessly. I think that again, looking back at it, they had a 7-man rush on our weak side, short side of the field, and gave us the whole field. I wish I had every intention to tell Gavin just to spin out of that. It's called a fire play for us, and I literally was trying to yell at Gavin. Luckily, not that I don't have confidence in Essa. Essa can kick a 55, 60-yarder, no problem, right? But man, that's another thing where you go, had we called a fire, had everything lined right, I think I would have, loved to go in the halftime 21-7. Kicking the field goal was big. Our ability to, you know, at moments, we shot ourselves in the foot, but at moments to be able to go against a sound veterans team and run the ball out of the I formation and just chunk away at it little by little, showing that our line is improving,
Hmm.
right? Picking up the blitz. I thought we picked up the blitz a lot better than we did at Raymondville,
Yep.
right? And that's really the positives. A lot of unfortunate negatives coming from the defensive
Hmm.
side of the football and in our ability to sustain drives too. So we're just gonna, like I said, we're here. We have a tough schedule.
Yeah.
We're very fortunate to have gone 10-2 with that same schedule last year.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I knew what I was doing when I scheduled these games, and it's in being mentally strong enough to push through this tough schedule,
Hmm.
because ultimately it can. I mean, if you're a weak team, it could break you mentally. But if you're okay on a mindset going, hey, we're okay. I mean, I have no non-district game bragging rights. They're one thing, but at the end of the day, are we still playing football in late November? And that's what it's
Yeah.
really about.
Yeah. Obviously, there's plenty of time to turn this thing around. Is one, but two. You mentioned it after the game that there's still about a month and a half or so till district play,
Sure.
and really when we get there, none of this is gonna matter because all that matters is going 3-0 in October and November and winning those 3 district games and putting us back in that position where these guys ultimately want to be. And I think that this team understands that.
Sure. I mean, I do. We've had a great week of practice. I'm excited about that. You said it yourself. You went to practice the other day, and we're at practice in the attitude and the tempo, and looks like we're a 2-0 team, right?
Yeah.
And to me, that's all that matters is we know what we're chipping away at. We know that we keep digging, right? It's like I tell the guys, it's like grabbing a shovel. Just keep digging, man. Don't look how far you're going or where you're going. Just know, keep digging. We're gonna get there. We'll strike oil here soon enough, right? It will get there.
Absolutely. Moving on from Vets Week into Week 3, Corpus Christi Carroll, Coach, a formidable team that we've gotten to know over the last year. How was this week of practice? Today's our traditional Thursday walkthrough day, but what was Monday through Wednesday like for us?
I thought it was a phenomenal practice. We picked up the tempo. We picked up, I think it's no longer an alarm. Like, oh, are we alarmed because we're starting 0-2? Absolutely not. I don't think it's an alarming thing of why we picked up the tempo. I just do believe that we're young. Yeah. We have some great seniors, but they're not the most vocal guys in the world. I think that right now we're settling in. We're understanding that every week just gets harder. That every we're going to keep pushing because our goal is set in winning district. At the end of the day, whether we win or lose on Fridays, I tell the kids the scoreboard's never going to determine that. Even last year, it's not a win-loss or it's not an excuse. At St. Joseph Academy, it is our performance and it is our mental state of mind that determines whether we won or lost the game. After the game, a lot of fans from the opposing team, and a lot of people who came here that had nothing to do with St. Joe or Vets. They just came to watch a game. Gave us the biggest compliment, which I'll take any day. Coach, your kids fought and they played with a lot of heart. That's important to us at St. Joe, right? We're always going to be the school of 300 kids that we don't really care what the size. We're not going to back down to anybody. We're going to give you everything we've got. And right now, we are giving people everything we've got. We're just a little banged up and also a little young. But as soon as we turn the corner here within the next couple of weeks, as long as, like I said, we have until mid-October. But when we turn that corner, you better watch out because the Bloodhounds, one thing, we never give up and we have an awesome mentality.
Absolutely. The Bloodhounds, again, will be on the road at Cabinus Field. We'll talk a little bit more about Cabinus on the other side of the break, but the JV does have a game here later this afternoon at 5:30 against the same Carroll Tigers. That they get to come to Canales Field. Last year we took the trip up to Corpus. Yeah. I'm excited to see what the JV and how they can respond, and I know there's some added wrinkles to the JV.
Well, we're excited. I mean, at the end of the day, you're going up against a team, we suit out, I think 52 players is what we ended up suiting out. We have about 8 of them in the IR list right now. Yeah. So we're at about 44 guys in the high school. And when I last talked to Coach at Carroll, I think they suit out like 235 kids. So they suit out more football players than we have boys in our entire school. Right, I think that's an interesting fun fact.
And they're
right?
a 5A.
They're a 5A. They're gonna bring, I don't know, easily 120 freshmen, something like that. They have a varsity team that is going to suit out about 10 more people than we have in our senior class. So these are exciting times for us, right? This is the moment that we want to be in these situations. It can only make us better.
Yeah, I had an uncle from Michigan who made the game on Friday. He came here to Canales. He made the Raymondville game last week, and I told him, you have to come watch the game here. It's a different environment. And when he was asking questions about the school, and he said, well, where's everyone else at? I'm like, this is it. We're Iron Man football here. And he's like, wow, that's still pretty impressive to go up against another team with Vets last week, 3 times the enrollment. So he got a quick lesson on that and just how small the community here is at St. Joe.
9 times the enrollment.
9 times the enrollment, right, for sure. Yeah, they're from Michigan. They live in a small town, so they're not used to the 6A, 5A, and the way Texas football rolls. But anyway, we're going to take our first commercial break. When we come back, we're going to break down the Carroll matchup and a little bit of history. First-timers going up to play some football at Cabinus Field in Corpus Christi. When we come back, this is Chalk Talk with Coach Tino.
This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.
Welcome back to Chalk Talk with Coach Tino Villarreal. Kevin, that's Coach Tino, live on a Thursday afternoon here at St. Joe. This is the Bloodhound Channel, as always, powered by Real Sports Live. Corpus Christi Carroll is on the on-deck circle. The Tigers are 2-0. They're coming in hot after some impressive wins against Alice and Corpus Christi veterans. Obviously, Alice has a long tradition of winning football. We know with CC Vets and Coach Bittner what they've done the last few years. But this is like you mentioned, this is what St. Joe gets excited for. Soccer has played at Cabanis the last few years. 2 years ago, they played on the actual Cabanis field. This is the first time, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that a football game has been played at Cabanis for St. Joe. Never. So that's got to be exciting. I mean, for yourself, a guy who played here and went to school here, you would love to have that opportunity to play at a Cabanis or even a Buck.
Yeah, it's going to feel really empty, but it's going to be awesome to be there.
Yeah, no, it's and someone was telling me, he said, well, I think I'd rather go play at Cabanis than Buck. They felt that Buck was a little more intimidating, but Cabanis Field certainly, it's a good experience for these kids to be able to experience something new and play in a stadium that they've never played in before. So Cabanis Field will be the site of tomorrow's matchup. The game is at 7 o'clock. So Tigers get a win 21-10 over Alice, 40-31 over Corpus Christi veterans. You flip on the film, what's the first thing that stood out?
They're big. I mean, it's the first thing that stands out, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Last year, you mentioned that this was going to be a dogfight, and you hit the nail right on the head. Are you expecting more of the same, maybe with a little bit of extra motivation now that we've some familiarity?
Our job is to try to make it a dogfight, but we can't do that if we're not physical up front. If not, it's going to be a blowout, right? I mean, at the end of the day, let's just call it the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing a really solid team. They're 2-0. They're not going to take us lightly. Coach does a great job up there at getting their mind right. They're not going to forget the 29-28 loss where they had the opportunity to win the field goal with a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
They circled us on the schedule early on. This is definitely a rematch game for them. We're not going to be taken lightly, and if we don't step up, there's nothing to stop them from trying to run the score up, kind of the same way veterans did.
Running back, 28 carries, 114 yards. Jesse Garcia, I know you go by numbers, number 12. How does he look out of the backfield for Carroll?
Great. I mean, they've got quite a bit of guys that can move the ball. I mean, quarterback's a good runner, running back's a good runner. They got two really quick receivers, two really tall receivers. I mean, they've got all the weapons that they need, right? We're just going to have to play sound football. But again, it starts with how we handle the job up front, right? And that's where we have to improve.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no shying away from that. At the end of the day, if we start stepping up front, which we can, which we can, it's called growing up. Growing pains. If we have a good game up front, I don't know if we're going to win the game, Kevin. I want to be in a game. If we're in a game and we start finding who we are and we start digging in deep, I don't care what the score looks like at the end. I will come back a very happy head coach. I'm looking for us to find that moment in the season where we finally put our foot down and go, that's it. Enough is enough. We're not going to get pushed around here. We got to start fighting back. Right? Because they're big boys, and I don't know if we're going to push them around too much, but we better learn to fight back.
Absolutely. It's just about drawing a line in the sand, really, at this point. And you're right, it starts all up front with the O-line, with the D-line. Given that it was such a good week, do you feel that it's sooner rather than later? Like we're fixing to strike oil, and do you feel that we're heading in that right direction?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I do. Again,
Because the pieces are there.
again, everything's pointing in the right direction now. It's continuing to work with our players' mentality
Hmm.
because you get up there, everything looks good. Great week of practice. Now we better find a punch and we better find a fight and we better be in a football game. But they're such a strong team that if we don't bring that, the score can get out of control rather quickly, and it becomes a different challenge. How many of our bloodhounds start putting their head down? How many of our bloodhounds start hanging their head, going, maybe this is not the season. Instead of, and we're 3 weeks into this baby. We got district in a month and a half. We've got plenty of time to learn from these opportunities, and we're gonna fight. If we're gonna be, San Antonio Christian is going to be a challenge. Victoria is going to be a challenge. St. Anthony's going to be a challenge. But if we make the playoffs, the Houston teams are going to bring the size we're about to see this Friday. We have to learn to step up and fight against that size right now.
Absolutely. We saw a very run-heavy offense last week. Week one, we saw a little bit of a spread. What does Carroll possess offensively?
They're a spread team, but they can bring a tight end set in there. They can ground and pound. They love the counter. They're very good at it. They do a really good job at their RPO quick game, but they can also push you vertical. They're a good 50-50 solid team. That's why they're 2-0.
Right.
And they're multidimensional. They don't depend just on one thing. So we're gonna have to be sharp.
Yeah, just doing my homework and the numbers, it looks pretty spread out, pretty balanced attack. Quarterback, he's over, he's also, excuse me, he's 339 yards through the air, 5 touchdowns through the air. They're 2 receivers. They each have 2 touchdowns apiece, 8 catches, 7 catches. So you're seeing a little bit of contribution from everyone. It's a well-balanced attack from Carroll.
They do a good job.
Yep, little bit of everything. On our end, on the flip side, on offense, again, we're continuing to get to where we want to be. What do we need to do along with managing that line of scrimmage up front in order to be successful?
I think we've got to be able to block on the perimeter as well.
Yep.
So it's just we have to all click. We can't just have the line click, but then the backs not in the right hole,
Right.
or we bounce and the receivers miss the block, or the receivers are doing a great job, but we can't turn the off tackle run because we leave a blitzing linebacker untouched, right? So from an offensive standpoint, it's just firing at the same time, all at just doing our job. That doesn't mean we have to make hellacious blocks. It's just, again, it's offense is all about gelling. Offense is all about timing, and right now we're trying to find that rhythm for our offense.
Absolutely, and I think it's coming soon rather than later. I mean, we saw, like I said, some snippets yesterday at practice. We're seeing it start to flow a little bit. You're talking about blocking on the perimeters, and I think I even told you yesterday that I think we can do this. Someone's going to have to step up. Someone on the outside is going to have to step up and make a play. And I think, and we saw little bits of spurts of that from Izzy. He had a couple of big plays. Essa had a couple of big plays through the air. But it's right there.
Yeah.
Next man up, and who's going to step up and make the big plays. Give me 3 key things that the Bloodhounds need to do tomorrow to be successful.
Play defense, play defense, play defense.
Absolutely.
Play defense. Can't let people score in 2, 3, 4, 5 play drives.
Absolutely.
We've got to come up with some stops. We got to wrap up some legs. We've got to hold up the line of scrimmage. We've got to play a football game.
So the Bloodhounds will be in Corpus Christi tomorrow. First time since the JP2 days, because JP2 is just down the road off Saratoga.
It's
there.
actually right in front. Yeah.
It's right across the street. Yeah, a lot of games at Cabinets Field I've done in the past, so I know exactly where it's at. So about a 2.5-hour road trip. Hopefully everyone can make it there to Cabinets Field. If not, we'll be streaming it live on the Bloodhound channel. Be sure to check it out there. We will be live. Kickoff is at 7, correct?
That's right.
We had 7:30 last week. It'll be at 7 tomorrow. Kickoff this evening is at 5:30 here at Canales Field. We'll share the ticket information, the game link on our social media. That way, if you can't, again, make the game, we'll have it live for you on the Bloodhound channel. It's been a busy week. We had some volleyball on Tuesday. The girls were up in Los Fresnos.
I was watching it right here on this TV.
Man.
We finished practice. I turned on the TV here. I got to watch the girls, and I'll tell you what, I'm proud of the girls. At the end of the day, again, it's the same kind of thing.
Same
We're going up
mentality,
against a 6A, but we were playing with them, and there were some good moments that we had there. I just think I was telling Gali the other day,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we need to do. They did such a good job blocking.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
need to do a good job blocking, right?
Yep.
I think we do a better job blocking against those bigger schools that have taller girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't give up. I mean, we went out there, we fought them hard. There were moments where I think in the second set, they shot up by a big lead at the beginning, and we
Mm-hmm.
didn't give up, and we kept fighting the whole way through
Yep.
that second set. And we had our moments in the first and third set to do something and
Yeah.
to try to win that set.
Yep.
But I'm proud of the girls. I know that they're working hard. And again, same journey. It's, are we improving and are we playing the best competition possible so that we can win a district championship and go far in the playoffs?
Absolutely. They kick off district on Saturday at San Antonio Christian with a triple
And
header.
that's a tough
It's
game.
yeah, and it's always tough to go 2 sacks, especially it's your district opener. Cross country will be competing this weekend in the BISD meet.
Looking forward to that. Loving it.
Junior high football also is in full swing. Shout out to Coach Sammy.
Yeah, they went
Coach
up
Theo
and played.
Sam.
They went up and played at Bestato Middle School here in Brownsville, and I got to see the film on that as well. I love following our athletes, so I watched the film, and I'll tell you what, man, I'm proud of our little blood pups. I mean, they were out there. They looked like
Yeah.
they were at the waist of the Bestato football players, and
Mhm.
again, they were fighting. They didn't back down. They didn't fold, and ultimately, we're looking. That's a big thing that I look for
Yep.
in all of our sports is
Mhm.
we don't quit, we don't give up, we love the competition, we love the challenges, and we embrace them and we accept the tough road. Our school motto is ad astra per aspera. In Latin, that means to the stars through difficulties. And the only way you get up there is through those big challenges. And so I love that we're playing big 6As and 5As across the board.
Yep.
Cross country, volleyball, football. We're St. Joseph Academy. We're 300 students, but we don't care. We'll suit up, we'll put our uniform on, and we'll go against the biggest teams out there that'll take us. And I thank them for giving us that chance to play the game because it does make us better.
One last shout out, the junior high volleyball team last night was
Yeah.
in action with OLS. That's a little bit of a rivalry there with
Yeah.
OLS and volleyball. The girls fell in 3 sets, but man, I mean, the environment was good. The junior high cheerleaders were even there. I mean, it was a mini little
Yeah.
environment there in the middle division. So
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun. So a shout out to the middle school divisions as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We're like I said, on all levels, right?
Yes.
Like we're competing, and I can't be happier for that. But I hope that everybody either goes out to Corpus Christi tomorrow, or we're live on the RSL app, right? Like, so the app is hot. We can go in there and see the game on the RSL app. You can actually go to the website,
Mhm.
right? www.realsportslive.com and click on the Bloodhound game, and you can watch that there as well. And just in case people don't know how to get to the app,
Mhm.
don't know how to get to the website, we're also on YouTube, right?
Right.
So that we can also reach it at an RSL YouTube page. So there are 3 ways for you to watch. I do
Mhm.
recommend that we get used to looking at the web page and the app. I think that those are the 2 that are going to be the most viable.
Mhm.
And I do believe that soon the upload and the big expansion that RSL is doing will be up on the Roku.
Right.
But right now, website www.realsportslive.com, app RSL Network, and all else fails, Google RSL Network on YouTube and see if you can find the game there. But either way, a lot of options for our viewers.
Yep, I'm excited. So it's also the first road trip of the year.
Yep.
First of a 3-game road trip. It'll be at Carroll, at Austin, and then back in Edinburgh until the Bloodhounds come back here in early October against La Feria. But, Coach, you got to run over to practice. Hopefully the walkthrough goes smoothly. Again, we'll be live on the Bloodhound channel this afternoon here at 5:30, kickoff for the junior varsity. Tomorrow we will all hit the road up to Corpus Christi, kickoff again at 7. That'll wrap it up of Season 3, Episode 4 of Chalk Talk with Coach Tino Villarreal. I'm Kevin. That's Coach Tino. We'll see you guys next week.
This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.